So I was out checking battery levels and stuff on my bike, and I noticed this rear wheel here on the Harley has a screw in the rear tire. So we're going to deal with that today. Now these are the basic tools I'm going to use to repair that. I got kind of lucky because it's a screw, so I can remove it with a Phillips screwdriver. But I usually carry a multi-tool on the bike. This has good pliers for that kind of thing. I had these handy for something else too, but these vice grips can work. This is my preferred kind of tire plug. Call it the rope type. This is a slightly shorter, slightly longer. I think the brand was Slime, but it doesn't really matter. Some of them come with rubber cement, some don't. I prefer having rubber cement because it just helps making sure that you don't have a slight leak. The kit should come with 2 tools with similar T-handles. This one is your auger or reamer, and it helps kind of roughen it up so that you get a good hole to seal with. And this is the tool that you put the rope through, push it in, pull it out. Of course, once you do that, you're going to need a compressor. This is the one that I use. Picked it up a while ago. It also works as a power bank. But this is a little awkward to screw on, I found. So this little extension I got off of Amazon for, I don't know, less than 10 bucks. It screws right on, and then you have this clamp block, which is a lot easier to get on, because sometimes those valves are a little difficult to get to, so that makes life a lot easier. One of the things I hear asked about on forums and in Facebook groups and so forth online is there's lots of opinions on that, and depending on who you ask, they will vary. I mean, a tire shop is always going to want to sell you a new tire because, let's face it, an uncompromised tire is going to be more safe and more likely to hold air. Some say patches are better than plugs, but you got to pull the tire off and put the patch on the inside. That's a lot of extra labor. These plugs can be done on the side of the road. There are different types of plugs, but I think these work and seal the best, particularly with a little bit of rubber cement. And so that's what we're going to do on the Harley here today. We just throw this whole sucker right over, and we are definitely low. It has some left in it though. So we know that it leaks, although it's been 6 months, so you expect something. Now, even with my ATV jack, this is really low for me. But I'm just gonna unscrew this. There you go. So the next step is to use the reamer. I'm just gonna screw this one in. Normally you push in, pull out, screw it around and stuff. Okay, see if I can pull it out. I don't really want to unscrew it. I want to pull it out to, kind of roughen it up. There we go. Here's the screw. And we're going to prep this rope. And you're gonna thread it through. Maybe these pliers will help squeeze it a little bit. There we go. Get a little bit narrower. Not much, but some. Once you get it through like this, you can just use your fingers to pull it through, or some pliers if it's a little difficult. You want to get it about half, right in the middle pretty much. Because what you're gonna do is when you put it into the hole, that's gonna happen. So now I'm gonna use a little rubber cement. You don't want to use a lot. You don't want it totally goopy. All right, the fun part. This would be a lot easier if I had a table lift, or I could get this bike a couple of feet higher. But we could do what we gotta do. I've never had to do this on the Harley before. This is a tight one too, so it's gonna be difficult. This is usually a lot easier, but it is a very small hole. And so after struggling with the kit on the really small puncture that I have because of that tiny screw, I went down to AutoZone and picked this up, which I hope will help. Hopefully this reamer will do a better job than the one included in the kit. Camera turned off when I did the reamer, but it worked pretty well. Much better than the included one. And so now I'm going to install the plug as soon as I get into position here. Never had this much problem with a plug, but this is probably the smallest puncture I've ever had to repair. Should be able to just push it right in. That didn't work. I have a longer plug. That might help. I'll try that. Ooh, what? I think we may have it. I'll have to check when I cut it off by comparing it to an unused one. Because you want to have a decent amount in the tire. You don't want to have a lot, but you don't want to have like, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch, because that'll probably come right out. And so I have the two pieces there on top and the original ones below. So I'd say we've got 2 inches. So folded in half, that's 1 inch, which, you know, is probably enough inside the tire. So I think we're good. I'm gonna let that set for a little while and then maybe an hour and then air it up. Alrighty. Let's see how that holds. A week later, I rode the bike for about 110 miles to test the seal. There'd been no appreciable leak, and it performed well. There'll be a video about that ride next week. Wherever your journeys may lead, ride on.